Good morning, USA.
Yo.
Jess Hilarious. Good morning.
I go by the name of Charlamagne the God. Peace to the planet. It's Thursday. How y'all feel out there? I feel blessed, black, and highly favored. Happy to be here another day to serve our beautiful listeners. Oh, there you go.
That's what's up.
Get off me. What's happening?
Up, Envy?
How was your night, Jess?
Good morning. It was good.
When I walked in, you was laid out on the couch.
Yeah. I lied. I'm tired.
So what's wrong?
I'm just tired, yo. Like, I don't know. How long did it take y'all to get used to this? Waking up
you never really get used to it. It just becomes part of your just becomes part of your life. It is what it is. Yeah. And on weekends, sleeping in late for you is gonna be like 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock. But you got
that's
the baby.
The thing. Yeah, I got the baby, and then I also travel, so I still be having to get. Yeah, I be having to get up. I don't know. I don't remember the last time I slept in. Probably the last time I took off, but no, I didn't because I had to take my daughter to. It was a lot. So
if it's date night, then you're gonna get tired. Like last night was date night.
Yeah,
I took the wife to see a Broadway play called Outsiders.
Oh, nice.
So we didn't get home until about midnight.
Damn.
We were watching the play. Then after the play, the writer said he wanted to perform for people, so he started performing songs. And I didn't want to leave in the middle because everybody's sitting there watching. But
he had just performed. He wanted to perform again?
Yeah, they wanted to perform songs. So the play is over.
Okay.
Everybody's cheering. Yeah. It was a great show. If you get a chance, definitely check out Outsiders. Great play. It's based in the 1960s. It's like West Side Story. But after it was over, he was
wanted
like,
to perform again.
He was like, I want to do a couple songs for you. And me and my wife look at each other like, I gotta get up at 4 o'clock.
Dang, y'all stayed for that.
That's why you gotta go to early Broadway. I was on Broadway last night. I took the family to go see Lion King, which is crazy because for all the Broadway that we do, we never went to go see Lion King.
Nice.
But I went to the 7 o'clock show, 9:30, it was out.
Oh.
My show was 7:30, sir.
How long was the show?
It ended at about 10 o'clock.
Oh, yeah. See,
and then after they started performing, they performed like 3-4 songs.
Lion King is 2 hours, 25 minutes with the intermission. Afterwards, we went to go meet the cast with my guy Vincent,
Nice.
Home by 10:30.
Nice. Yeah. Oh, that's what's up. I thought Broadway was like 4 hours at least.
Depends what you're going to see.
It depends.
Yeah.
Depends what you're going to see.
Some plays are longer than the others, but
like Harry Potter and the Cursed Child is like 3.5.
Yeah.
It used to be 6.
Oh, no. No.
Way back when.
Jesus. Yeah, I couldn't even wait till after. I was supposed to meet the cast, but I'm like, it's already late.
It's a lot going on.
Yeah, but salute to the cast and everybody from Outsiders. Had an amazing time last night.
Yeah, man. Salute to the cast of the Lion King too as well last night. Met y'all. Great team up. Remember they came up here a couple days ago.
Yep.
Yeah, they came up here. So salute to the cast of the Lion King. Broadway is tough, man, because you don't get no redo on that stage.
No.
Okay?
No.
And if they do mess up, we have no idea.
No. They just go right through it. Like yesterday, there was a guy. He was doing his thing, and he just started laughing. He broke character a little bit, and the crowd just started laughing because it's Broadway. It happens.
Yeah,
they've been doing the Lion King for 28 years.
That's crazy.
On Broadway, I met one of the young women last night who's from the original cast, and she's really from South Africa.
Oh wow!
Yes, I think her name was Linda, but I'm probably lying.
So did she do that? Yeah, that's name.
That's not her name.
Yeah, no. But did she sing the highs, the
all that?
Hey, that's
every song you see in the movie, you getting on that stage. Circle of Life, Hakuna Matata, all of it.
Circle of Life, that's the name of it. Okay, yeah, that's what's up.
Well, let's get the show cracking. Lecrae will be joining us this morning. He has a new album, Reconstruction, that comes out August 22nd.
Dope.
So we're gonna be kicking up with Lecrae, and then we got front page news. Morgan will be here in a second. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the God. We are the Breakfast Club. Now, Morgan is not on, so we don't have front page news with Morgan.
Morgan's not on.
Yeah, well, they're trying to get Morgan on.
Oh, is it her fault or is it our fault?
Probably our fault.
Can't wait to find somebody.
Whose fault is it? It's our fault.
We don't know Morgan beyond this time of day, every day for the past year and some change? Huh?
Yeah, we know.
All right, well...
Technical difficulties.
Let's do front page news.
Okay.
Trump is still not going to release the transcripts for the Jeffrey Epstein files. We know that, right?
Yeah.
I'm sure she was going to mention that.
Yes, absolutely.
I'm sure she was going to mention that. Senate Democrats are trying to use a century-old law to try to force the Trump administration to release the Jeffrey Epstein files.
What?
Yeah, that's what they're trying to do.
By the way, I'm fine with that. I just hope the Democrats are fine with mutually assured destruction. I hope, but here's the thing, and I said this before. Whatever the future of the Democratic Party looks like, that now has to throw the old regime under the bus.
Right.
So I'm sure that, whatever is in the Epstein files is a bunch of the old regime. You got to be willing to blow all of that up, which you should be.
Right.
By the way.
And the Epstein, I don't know if you've seen the Epstein flick on Netflix. Have you seen it?
No, I just saw the preview of it, but I didn't watch it yet.
Yeah.
The Epstein flick on Netflix?
Well, it's a documentary, where they talk
Oh.
about how they would get the young girls and say that he would want a massage first and find these girls in high school. They would be like 15, 16. They'd come over and massage him, and then, they'd be like, take off your clothes. And then he would give them $200-$300 back in, when was that, 20 years ago? And we all know $200-$300 back then was a lot more money.
How people talk about, how they don't want to traumatize, victims. So they wouldn't, if they put the list out, they would redact all the names and stuff, which they should. Right. But then they'll put out documentaries like that as if that don't re-traumatize victims.
Yep.
Even if the person's name is not mentioned, just describing all of the things that these individuals may have gone through, I'm sure it's traumatizing.
But they interviewed a lot of the victims, and a lot of the victims were saying that, they were broke. This was around Christmas time, so he had like feelers go out and find these young girls and say, hey, you want to make a little extra money? All you got to do is massage this old guy. And they'd be like, all right, I'll massage this old guy. And, they would come to the house, and they would massage them and take off their clothes and all that. So we have audio of Senator Chuck Schumer talking about releasing the Jeffrey Epstein files.
The situation with the Epstein files is very simple. Donald Trump promised transparency, and he has broken that promise. As a candidate, Trump said on many occasions he would release the Epstein files if elected, and yet he has refused to do so. This morning, I join all of my Democratic colleagues on the Homeland Security and Government Affairs Committee in invoking a century-old law known as the Rule of Five to compel the Department of Justice to release the full and complete Epstein files.
I'm just happy Democrats are staying on this. There was some Democrats a couple of weeks ago saying, why do y'all care so much about the Epstein files, all the other things going on in the world, and this is what finally makes Trump's base upset? Man, shut up and learn how to politic, okay? If this is the thing that, the MAGA base is upset about, fine, build a bridge. Okay,
yeah, and the fact that he's holding out so long makes people want to know more. Like, why are you holding out so much? Like, how involved were you with this? And who else was involved?
For all the Democrats who say things like we don't indulge in conspiracy. This is not a conspiracy anymore. This is an obvious cover up. And if it's the thing that helps you build a bridge with those Trump supporters of that MAGA base, build it. Damn it.
That's right.
And be willing to sacrifice it all, because yes, we know that there's Democrats on that Epstein list too, I'm sure, and a bunch of your allies and corporate donors and everything. But guess what? Why are you protecting pedophiles?
And does anybody know
alleged pedophiles? Does potential pedophiles?
How Epstein got so much money? Like, I don't know. That's what I'm curious, because he had the biggest house in Manhattan, like the biggest, grandest house in Manhattan. He had the biggest hand in Mexico. He had his own island. But where did that money come from?
I would only assume that if you're doing that level of pimping and you got all of these high-profile clients that you're,
that's where that money
basically extorting, right?
Yeah.
I'm sure he got whatever he wanted when he wanted it.
Right. All right. Well, that's front page news. Morgan will be joining us next hour. I think we got her right now. But everybody else, get her off your chest. Get her off your chest. Get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, phone lines are wide open. Again, 800-585-1051. Get it off your chest. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Wake up, wake up. Wake your ass.
This is your time to get it off your chest. Whether you're mad or blessed, we want to hear from you on The Breakfast Club.
Hello, who's this?
Oh, what's up, Envy?
What's up, Trav?
How's my girl? Star, Jess.
Hey, boo.
Peace, sis.
Listen, I'm calling for y'all prayers this morning, because I'm terrified of flying. I'm about to catch this flight to DR. I'm going to Punta Cana.
Man, cut it out.
Hey.
You take it in that. You put it in
what?
Well, okay, I'm sorry. Well, even if you're at top, you put it in.
Can't say that, Star.
Well, all I'm simply saying is you can't be afraid of flying if you're not afraid to go in a man's.
Yo, that has nothing to do with the other.
Yes, it does, because I'm sure you've seen some brown surprises every now and then, Trav.
Jesus Christ.
A plane can fall out of the sky. A plane can crash.
And a man's can fall on your bed.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, my
goodness.
Golly.
Are you going to get a BBL?
No, this is for, my birthday was, a couple of weeks ago. So this
Happy
is like
born day.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. This part of my birthday gift to myself. My family is actually going out there. My mom and my dad, they're going out there. They don't know I'm coming. I'm actually meeting them. out there.
Nice.
That's actually surprising them, popping up on them. So
I want you.
Yeah, man. But I'm like terrified of this flight.
I want you to move like a bottom on that flight. Have no fear, Trav.
Jesus.
Okay.
Wow, yo. Maybe you shouldn't have called up here before.
The bottoms ain't afraid of
yeah, because this was the wrong place to call that.
I'm just saying, you know, bottoms ain't afraid of nothing, Trav. So I need you to have that faith that a bottom got. Okay, that bravery of a bottom.
Thank you for your prayers, y'all.
All right, no problem.
Thoughts and prayers.
Are you taking a boo out there too, or no? Just your fam?
No, just my family's out there. Just my fam. So I got my own little room, and I'm gonna go out there, have a little fun.
Okay.
Hey,
enjoy yourself, Trav. You deserve it, man.
Strap up, all right?
Thank you. Appreciate y'all.
All righty.
Bye. I would never call back up here again if I was gay. Y'all, especially if I was a bottom.
But it's true though. How you afraid to get on a plane, but you take it in the
because you can't die taking it in the.
Who?
You can die.
You don't know that
flying. Yo, I don't know that, but that's the thing. You know, at least you on solid ground.
You die taking. Well, you know what?
Yeah.
Let Lovey put it in your. Lovey got 16 inches.
Crazy.
Yeah, we're going to shock.
My God.
Have a stroke.
Well, get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, hit us up now. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
It's a new day.
This is your time to get it off your chest.
Wake up.
Whether you're mad or blessed.
It's time to get up and get something.
Call up now. 800-585-1051. We want to hear from you on The Breakfast Club.
Hello, who's this?
Yeah.
Get it off your chest, brother.
Yeah, this is Whip from King Street, South Carolina. Good morning, Charlamagne. Good morning, Andy. Good morning, Jess.
Hey,
morning.
I used to have a great time in King Street, man. I used to go to the nightlife in King Street. I used to host parties out there way back in the day.
I remember that. We used that Z95, right?
Z93. We still on Z93. We're on Z93 right now. They listening to us right now on Z93 Jams in Charleston, South Carolina.
Okay, but I want to have a conversation. I was trying to get through last week. We were going down from South Carolina. The Qs and other Omega brothers going down to Jacksonville to protest and support with the incident with the traffic stop last week. And I know you said that the young man did a lot of things wrong. Of course, he did a lot of things wrong with the stop. Like Envy said, we got to comply, get home, and deal with that. Again, Envy have sons, I have 2 sons, and you have daughters. Lately, officers been treating our black sisters the same way they treat guys. I just seen in a video where they punched the hell out of a black lady. Now, Charlamagne, listen to this now.
Why'd you say lately,
you from Monk's Corner, but hear me out. You from Monk's Corner. I seen a lady got stopped, white lady, totally drunk in Monk's Corner, and she couldn't get out the car until her husband came from West Ashley, Charlamagne.
Damn, West Ashley.
You know what West Ashley is. And you know what they did? They stood there patiently and idly until he got there, and then they arrested her. West Ashley, man. She said, my husband lived in West Ashley.
That's about an hour, at least.
45 minutes an hour. Patient sat there. She wouldn't get up. She locked the door. They ain't busted with nothing. So what I'm saying, once he punched the guy, he had no reason for that, Charlamagne. We all saw the video. There's like 3 videos circulating. And Jacksonville are known for this type of stuff because they got a brother in office, Tim Scott, and he covers stuff up and he support that. He doesn't keep his people in check. Man, black people, we have went through so much and they don't understand. They just don't. They never will.
Yeah, I don't think that the police officer should have punched the guy.
Nah, he shouldn't have got punched in the face.
I don't think he should have got punched in the face. I don't think it should have escalated to that.
Definitely not got punched in the face.
I don't think.
Absolutely, I agree with you. But my thing, when they pull up with aggression. Now, I'm gonna say this to get off. If that boy would have been,
oh, your phone breaking up, brother. Yeah, I don't think that the police officer should have punched the guy in the face. But I will say once again. If the young man knew he had a suspended license, he should have been a lot more humble during that traffic stop.
Well, yeah, I mean, if you had a suspended license, you're going to jail. There's nothing you can say. If your license is suspended,
so
you're driving and you got a warrant.
That's what I mean. That's right. That's right. All the rah-rah, like if you the slamming the door on the cop and all of that. Don't, especially when you know they damn near already got a license to do what they want to us anyway. Yes. Don't give them a more of a reason.
Hello, who's this?
It's Kobe.
Hey, what's up, Kobe? Get it off your chest, Kobe.
Hey, I want to appeal the Raiders donkey of the day yesterday.
Oh, you want to appeal Charlamagne's donkey of the day?
Yeah.
Well, hold on. Now, Charlamagne gave donkey of the day to who for people that didn't hear?
I gave it to the Las Vegas Raiders, because they cut, what's the brother's name? Christian Wilkins.
Yep.
Because Well, it's a number of reasons. He had his foot was hurt. He didn't want to have surgery on his foot, but what they ultimately used to cut him was he kissed a young man on the top of his head, another player.
Yeah, but Christian Walker's behavior has always been kind of suspect. In the Fiesta Bowl against Ohio State, he wasn't even involved in the tackle, and Curtis Samuel was the player that was the running back that was brought down. Curtis Wilkins, he felt that he needed to reach in and get a handful. He's been a booty warrior.
Oh man!
So that's, I mean, if he's a booty warrior, then that means that they cutting him for being gay. So he definitely needs to get all his money.
But he's
no.
It's
but far than that. Now, if you run a company and one of your employees unwanted advances for somebody else,
that is true.
And employees sue you for not protecting them, what you gonna do?
That is true. Listen, that is true.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
How long you been listening to this show?
Long time. I gotta say at least since 2011, 12, 13, somewhere.
So when Charlamagne gave me the ass for my birthday, should I
ain't never gave you no ass.
You gave him some ass for his birthday?
Don't listen to this
he gave
boy.
me a big ass, like a big black ass.
Oh God!
He did get bold as butt.
But you know what's so crazy about this? If he took the ass, that make him gay too. Like, you don't ever tell that I didn't give it to you. You didn't say you said that I gave it to you. So that means you took it, dummy.
Then he shined a penis pen on my forehead.
He did accept it now.
Yeah. I will say, though, to your point, the Christian Wilkins donkey is under review because somebody sent me a video that I haven't watched yet, and apparently it's him engaging in several suspect acts.
Several.
In front of millions of people at the Fiesta Bowl in the college playoffs.
Well, thank you, brother. Sounds like he get fired from the Vegas team, but he could work here fine. Get it off your chest. 800-585-1051. If you need to vent, you can hit us up. What's up, Lauren?
Good morning, y'all.
LL Cool Bay.
Hey.
You got the latest going on?
I do. Shannon Sharp, officially over. ESPN has fired him. We're going to get into all the details.
No surprises there, though.
No surprises. I don't know. We'll talk about it.
All right. We'll get into that next. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
You know what I'm looking forward to?
I'm sorry, Miss Jackson.
You know what I'm looking forward to?
What?
Outkast performing at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame on November 8th. When is the last time we saw Outkast on stage together? Outkast has to perform at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in November. Big Boy and Andre 3000 need to be rehearsing right now, getting in game shape. I don't want to see any other artists performing Outkast songs. I want to see Big and Andre on stage performing. They have to.
That'd be crazy. The last time I think we seen him, I think it was like Coachella or one of those.
I don't even remember.
Those huge shows. But like you said, it's been a long time, and I would love to see him.
Come on, Tribe Called Quest performed when they got inducted.
Yep.
LL performed when they got inducted.
Sure,
Missy performed at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame when she got inducted. Jay-Z should have performed, but he didn't. I want to see Outkast perform in November at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Dre, you got to put the flute and piano down for 1 second and pick up that microphone, my brother. We need that Outkast performance at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in November.
I agree. All right, well, Lauren's here. Let's get to the latest with Lauren.
Lauren becoming a straight fact.
She gets them from somebody that knows somebody.
She gets the details.
I'm the homegirl that knows a little bit about everything.
She be having the latest on this.
The latest with Loren LoRosa.
Sometimes she have facts, sometimes she have details, sometimes she have a little bit of everything.
Well, it's the latest.
On The Breakfast Club.
Talk to me.
So Shannon Sharp has been fired from ESPN. This comes weeks after settling or getting to a resolution for undisclosed amount or undisclosed whatever that resolution was in the rape lawsuit. Let's take a listen to Shannon Sharp. He spoke out about this last night on Nightcap.
I'm sure everybody's heard the news by now that I will not be returning to ESPN. I found out this information a little earlier in the week. And really the only thing that I really ask is like, guys, could we wait until Monday? My brother's going into the Pro Football Hall of Fame. I said this coming out will overshadow everything that he's worked his entire life for. As I profusely apologized to him earlier today, he said, bro, stop apologizing. I'm your big bro. I'm going to love you regardless. And I really enjoyed my time at ESPN. It gave me an opportunity to bring my audience that saw me really just grow. They saw me, Lakers in 5, and they saw me say all these analogies that my grandparents gave me. So I'm very, very grateful for that. I just wish this this thing could have waited until Monday. The first two brothers in the Pro Football Hall of Fame, and this is what the headline's going to be for the next couple of days. So I apologize, and I thank all my fans for supporting me when I was at ESPN and every place that I've been. Thank you guys for your support.
A reported $6.5 million a year down the drain for poor choices and lack of discipline.
Exactly. Meek Mill tweeted out yesterday. I thought that this was one of Meek's most make sense tweets. He responded to the news of Shannon Sharpe being fired from ESPN. He said, "Y'all too old to be getting fired for real."
I mean,
makes a lot of sense about what he's saying. You get what he's saying.
It makes sense when you know Meek, but you can get fired at any age.
Right. He don't mean it like that, though.
I get what but you can, but let's be clear. It don't matter what you mean. It's what you say. You can get fired at any age, but I get what Meek is saying. There's a Bible verse for that. 1 Corinthians 13:11. You know that, right? You in the church.
I am in a church, but I don't know off the top of my head. Give it to me.
When
Pastor.
I was a child, I spoke like a child. I thought like a child. I reasoned like a child. When I became a man, I put away childish things.
Yes.
So that's what I think he was saying.
Me too. That's why I think the tweet made sense. But they was firing him up for it. But back to Shannon, I'm not surprised about this news, but I didn't necessarily. If he wouldn't have got fired, I wouldn't have been surprised either.
Did they give a reason why he was fired?
I did not
Did they release a statement?
No. There's been no comment from ESPN, but I confirmed that this is a real thing when the Athletic dropped the news first, but there's been no statement from ESPN. But back when all this
Disney, man, Mickey Mouse not standing by that.
See, but the only reason why I say that is because back when all of the rape lawsuit dropped and the $50 million was being asked for and all the things were happening, there were rumors that he was fired or whatever at that point. And I reached out and said, hey, here's what's being reported. I want to know what's going on. And I was told by a source close to the network that there was no firing, that he had scheduled days on the show he was on, and that was it. There's nothing to see here. Let's keep watching all of his platforms and everything he's on. There was, I don't know, I thought maybe they might try and work with him because
not Mickey Mouse.
People were harping
Why didn't
on
they
the
do it
fact
sooner though?
People were harping on the fact that he quote unquote wasn't charged, but it's more than just being charged. It's everything that was released after that, correct?
It's the way you make the brand look.
Right.
100%. It's Disney, but I just thought Disney would do it sooner, or they were going to do that. But yes, so I don't know.
Listen, Shannon Sharpe is in this situation because of Shannon Sharpe. It's just poor choices and lack of discipline has him in this situation. And that's why when you see things like this, man, you don't laugh. You just got to learn from it. And what you should learn is when you have something to lose, you got to act like it. And, he wasn't acting like it.
I wonder if he knew he was going to get fired, would he still have settled or he would have took it all away?
He had to have known that. I don't think Disney just woke up one day and was like, hey, this is what's happening. They've been having conversations behind the scenes for some time. He said that. Remember, Stephen A. Smith came out and said conversations are happening. It probably was a back and forth, or I don't know, but you don't just randomly find out something like that.
I don't think he was thinking about his job in that situation. He was thinking about himself, his personal life.
Like his family, his legacy.
His personal things he probably didn't want exposed.
100%. And I think that's why the settlement came too, because if not, I think we would have, remember we talked about the video that was potentially going to be released by Tony Busby.
They already had released audio.
Yeah, they released audio. Now, I will say though, his statement that he posted where he actually named the Jane Doe and addressed the lawsuit, Tony Busby came out and said that kind of forced their hand. That's why they released the audio. So there was a little bit of the attention in the back and forth. So I think that this just got things to a calm point where he can now try and move on. And honestly, I was watching him on Nightcap last night when he was talking about it, and I was like, man, he should thank God for his own platforms, because right now I don't know would anybody get next to Shannon Sharpe right now.
Right.
He still got Shay, he still got Nightcap.
Yep. And people tune in, doing very well.
But this isn't ESPN's fault. This isn't the white man's fault. This is Shannon Sharpe's fault. Like, they can't shake you down if you don't give them nothing to shake. Well, they can, which is all the more reason you shouldn't give them nothing to. Right. They will make some stuff up too.
That's right.
But
yeah,
man. Just lack of discipline can cost you everything. Okay, we call that DD. Because I can't say the word. I want to though. Well, Dick Tracy.
Okay.
Yes.
Be careful, black men.
That's right.
Be careful, black men.
Make smart decisions.
If he was white, it would be different. It would be different. Not justifying what he did or whatever.
I don't believe that either.
All right, that's cool. Difference in opinion. If he was white, it would be lesser.
We seeing everybody
Disney
getting taken down now.
You think if it was a white man, Disney would have stood by, kept them?
It would be certainly different. I mean, we talking about Mickey Mouse and Disney and all that. What about behind the scenes of everything that happens, Disney and all these You know what I mean? But so it's just like, come on.
Have there been white men that's been charged that the same thing hasn't happened? I think what hurt him is the video, is the audio,
the conversation.
I think that's what hurt him the most.
Over the last several years with the Me Too movement, we've been seeing black people and white people get it. And you know, if they taking down powerful white men, imagine what they're gonna do to us. So that's all the more reason you got to move carefully.
Yep, that's why I said be careful, black men.
All right. Well, that is the latest with Loren. Now, when we come back, we got front page news, and then Lecrae will be joining us. His new album, Reconstruction, comes out August 22nd. We'll talk to him a little bit. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. Your mornings will never be the same.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. Let's get in some front page news. And yes, we have Morgan back. Morgan, what's up?
Hey, y'all. Hey, thank you for holding it down. Envy, you did your big one on the front page news. Okay.
I was guessing.
All right, y'all. Let's get into it. So just a quick update on the tsunami warnings. The evacuation orders were lifted in Hawaii, and the threat is down in California after one of the strongest earthquakes recorded in history. Now, the magnitude 8.8 quake off Russia's far east coast resulted in tsunami alerts being sent out. Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem says that threat of a major tsunami has passed, and officials do warn that currents can remain dangerous for days after that. So that's good news, but you know, if you're in the water, make sure you guys stay safe out west. So yeah, speaking of out west, former Vice President Kamala Harris is ruling out a run for California governor. In a statement, Harris said she gave serious thought to making a run, but ultimately decided not to enter the race. Harris said for now, her leadership in public service will not be in elected office. The former vice president says she's looking forward to helping elect Democrats across the country. Harris said she will share more details about her own plans in the coming months. This comes as speculation remains regarding the former presidential candidate possibly running for the White House again in 2028. You guys want to see it, yes or no, or new? What you say? New blood in there, Charlamagne? New Dems? Yes or no?
I mean, I think Kamala can definitely be a leader in the Democratic Party, and I mean, I think the interesting thing about the former VP is I kind of like that strategy, because you think about it, over the last 5-6 years, every time the VP has been out and about, it's kind of been transactional, right? Because 2020 she ran for president of the United States of America, and then she became the VP, and then she became the Democratic nominee last year. So it's kind of like every time you see her in front of people, she's kind of asking for something. I think now she just gives people the opportunity to get to know her. I don't think people ever really got the opportunity to get to know her, and if you actually get to know her, you'll like her. And I don't think people ever got that opportunity ever.
And also I think if she does, she'll get a fair shot of actually running. I mean, well, she had a fair shot the first time, but last time I don't think she had enough time, and it was people were just biting out. I don't think she really got how many months did she have to campaign?
4. Wasn't it like 4?
100 days. 107 days.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if she should run again, but I definitely would like to see her write a book. I definitely would like to, see her start a podcast and just build a real connection with people, And she is, relatively young. I just don't know what's going to happen in 2028, man. I just think Democrats suck so bad. I don't know.
Harris got to get to the root, the grassroots of it. All right, so in other news, the Federal Reserve is leaving interest rates unchanged. Now, Fed Chair Jerome Powell spoke after the announcement, saying they are still cautious. Let's hear from him.
My colleagues and I remain squarely focused on achieving our dual mandate goals of maximum employment and stable prices for the benefit of the American people. Despite elevated uncertainty, the economy is in a solid position. Although the increase in the second quarter was stronger at 3%, focusing on the first half of the year helps smooth through the volatility in the quarterly figures related to the unusual swings in net exports. The moderation in growth largely reflects a slowdown in consumer spending.
So this comes as President Trump, of course, has been publicly pressuring Powell to lower rates. Now, shortly before the Fed made that announcement, Trump said he heard Powell will cut interest rates in their next meeting. Let's take a listen to President Trump's comments.
I hear they're going to do it in September, not today. For what reason? Nobody knows. Europe, as you know, cut their rates 11 times in the last short period of time. But the good news is we're doing better than anybody anywhere in the world. Nobody's doing anything even close to us. even with the higher rates.
He again said that Powell's decision not to cut rates is costing the economy hundreds of billions of dollars. Now, Powell's term is up in 9 months. It's the 5th straight time the central bank has kept rates steady. No increases or decreases. Elsewhere, a Chicago man is suing Chicago police and the Cook County State's Attorney's Office after spending nearly 3 decades in prison for a crime he didn't commit. Jerry Harrington filed a lawsuit after his murder conviction was vacated back in March. He was 16 years old when he was arrested and charged with the June 1991 murder of Vera Brown in the Dearborn Homes public housing development on the South Side. Let's take a listen to Jerry Harrington.
They would interrogate me, physically beat me, threaten me, and then haul me off and send me to the county jail at 16.
So his lawsuit claims Chicago police officers and detectives manipulated another man into falsely identifying Harrington as the shooter at trial, as well as falsified reports that Harrington had confessed. So I'll keep you guys posted on that. And bringing things back to you guys in New York with that shooting that happened on Monday, the gunman who shot and killed 4 people at a Manhattan office building on Monday was sold the gun he used by a supervisor. Now, CNN reports that Shane Tamura, 27-year-old with a history of mental health, was sold a M4 rifle by a supervisor of his Las Vegas casino he worked at for $1,400. Now, investigators say the supervisor had bought the assault rifle legally in August of 2024 and assembled it before selling it to Tamura. Now, New York City Mayor Eric Adams believes Tamura was targeting the NFL League office located in that building but took the wrong elevator bank. A suicide note was found on him expressing hostility towards the NFL. And today, the funeral of the fallen NYPD officer Didarul Islam is happening. He was killed on Monday in that office tower mass shooting. There'll be a line of duty funeral for the fallen officer at a mosque in Parkchester section of the Bronx. Islam, a 36-year-old husband and father of 2 whose wife is expecting their 3rd baby next month, was gunned down by Shane Tamura, that Las Vegas man with the history of mental illness. Now, deepest condolences to Islam's family and his brothers in blue. And that wraps it up for me, guys. I hope you guys enjoy your Thursday, Friday Eve. That's your front page news. I'm Morgan Wood. Follow me on socials at Morgan Media for more news coverage. Follow at Black Information Network. Download the free iHeartRadio app and visit us at BINnews.com. Thank y'all.
Thank you, Morgan.
No problem, girl.
All right, when we come back, Lecrae will be joining us. We're going to kick it with Lecrae. So don't go anywhere. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Good morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. Loren LoRosa is here as well. We got a special guest in the building.
Yes, indeed.
We got the good brother Lecrae. What's up, brother?
What's happening, man?
How you feeling, man?
I'm good, man. It's good to be here with y'all.
Good to see you, brother.
Yeah,
I was listening
sure.
to Reconstruction, man, and I told them earlier, I said, if Lecrae wasn't a quote-unquote Christian rapper, they would have to put this in Rap Album of the Year category.
Wow, that's big.
I truly believe that.
That's big.
Like, this is a phenomenal body of work.
I appreciate that, man. Like, yeah, man. I mean, you know, you live what you live with. You know, how they meet you is how they see you. So it's like they met me in the 4 walls of the church. So, you know, that's the box. But I'm a product of hip hop. So, you know what I'm saying? It's all love. But I appreciate that. That means a lot, bro.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, I want to start off with diving into the album. First of all, how long did it take you to do this album? Because this album is, you could tell you took a lot into doing this album.
Yeah.
I mean, even to the beat selection. And it sounds like a movie.
Because you ain't dropped in a few years.
Right.
Yeah, I ain't put out an album in a minute. Yeah. It took me a while. I just, we pieced it together. You know what I'm saying? We pieced it together. I was real meticulous and just like, you know what I mean? Let me really like push the boundaries and stretch stuff out. I was giving S1 a headache. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, can you add a little bit? Can you tweak this? Can you do this? You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it took me a little while, but it was worth it, man. People rush music these days, man. They just make like disposable music, and I just felt like it's time out for all that.
Are you tired of being put in that box? That you're I don't want to say people don't take you serious, but they look at you a certain way where they should just look at you as an artist, a hip-hop artist.
I would appreciate it. I would appreciate if they listen. You call me what you want to call me.
You're a hip-hop artist.
But listen.
You're a rapper.
Yeah, just listen to the music. I don't care if you want to call me whatever, gospel rapper, Christian rapper, listen. That's it. Because I think there's a misnomer. People get it twisted and they think that the music gonna sound like this or You know what I'm saying? I'm still scarred from like I went to an NBA practice and like back when I did my first Church Clothes mixtape, and I handed a player my joint and he was like, I don't listen to no gospel rap. I was like, bruh. You know what I'm saying?
He probably had a horrible season that season.
Well, yeah, listen, I'm not gonna mention no names.
It's like when somebody give you a Jesus pamphlet in the street and you look at it and
you can't throw it out.
You can't throw that away.
You gotta give it to somebody else. You can't throw it out.
Yeah, man. So I don't like that. I don't like that people say it's corny. I'm like, bro, I don't know where you even got this. Like, when's the last time you just sat and listened to a body of work to even create this like idea of it? Mm-hmm. So, but as long as you listen, I don't care.
When I listened to it, it was my first time listening to one of your full projects. Yeah. I definitely expected something different because of the name.
Yeah.
Reconstruction.
Oh, yeah.
Especially because I think of you as a gospel rap artist.
Damn. He just said he don't want to be there.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, it just happens naturally. Yeah. So I thought Reconstruction, gospel rap artist, I thought it was going to be very, like, kind of like rap, but altar call-ish. It wasn't that. It was more about your story, right?
Yeah.
Why the name Reconstruction?
A lot of different reasons. So Reconstruction is like, it's a theme, it's thematic for my life and what I've experienced, but it's also just the era we living in. We dispose people, we throw them away. So like you see what happened at the Coldplay concert with the HR and the CEO. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And it was like social media was excited to destroy them, like tear them down. They was wrong for a lot of reasons. First I'm not even gonna get into why they was wrong, but
no, go ahead.
I mean, first of all, bro, what is you doing? Why you wrapped up at the I mean, you was wrong for cheating on your wife, but you really wrong. You wild for like being booed up, hugged up like that in public. You a whole CEO.
Yeah.
Like, you tripping.
Yeah.
But the way social media was excited to destroy them is like that's what we get excited about. And my homie Mike D, he was tearing apart a treehouse in his backyard, and he was doing it piece by piece. Like, let me be careful, because he didn't want to just demolish it, because he wants to reuse that wood. And that's what I feel like Reconstruction's about. Is like God don't just want to destroy people. He wants to reconstruct them, reuse them. I work in prisons all the time. I was in a prison not too long ago, and there was a dude in there, and I don't condone none of the stuff he did. You know, he did some heinous things. They whooped him. They beat him up when he first got there, but over the course of his years there, like, he's been influential. He's changed people's lives. He's done and how long do we gotta like be looked at as this terrible human being before it's like something different can happen with him? So that's kind of why I did Reconstruction. The second reason why is because, the Reconstruction era in American history is a time period where, disenfranchised people were able to come up from the rubble and make a difference in society. So it's like both pieces.
I've heard you also speak about deconstructing your faith before. So what did you discover about God, I guess, when you stripped away religion that made you want to do a reconstruction?
I caught a lot of flack from the evangelical church when black bodies were being laid in the street, and I was very open about it. And people was like really hated that I was standing up for social issues, and it gave me a lot of tension with the church. Mm-hmm. With the broader church, American church. And so I was like, well, maybe this whole thing is wrong. So I was ready to throw it all away. I went to Egypt, and I got to see like some of the Christians over there, and it was different. I got to read about Ethiopia and see how Christianity was not started in America. It's not this white man's religion. It's something that existed outside of the European narrative. And, shout out to my white brothers and sisters, but I'm just saying a lot of things have been co-opted. It's not like this European religion. So I had to tear down these like American ideas of what God is, what church is, and reconstruct from the perspective that the Bible really gives it. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like eating mom's spaghetti. Like, if you got the recipe from 25 years ago and now you leaving out stuff, that ain't the same recipe. And I feel like the faith, so much stuff has been left out. So I just wanted to rebuild on the foundation. Jesus is my foundation. And let's rebuild this thing in a healthier way, and that's what Reconstruction looks like.
Man, in the first track, you talk about being church hurt, and it's so interesting because I was just having a conversation with my good sister Debbie Brown yesterday, and she was talking about religious trauma, the trauma people have experienced from being in the church, right? Like, what is church hurt to you?
Church hurt is, when the people that you expect to serve you well, the people that you expect to become your family and love you well, let you down. But it happens everywhere, right? It's not just in the church. It could be you know, I remember when the game was crying because he thought hip hop was gonna be something that it wasn't. You know what I'm saying? And it's like he was hip hop hurt. You know what I mean? People have expectations, and their expectations ain't met. And I think the problem is we blame God, and it ain't. That's not a God hurt. That's a people hurt. People let you down. God didn't. You know what I'm saying? So I think people turn their back on church because of that. And for me, man, I ain't getting sponsored by Chipotle, but I love Chipotle. They good. But certain Chipotles, they don't be seasoning that food right. It don't make me say I hate Chipotle. I'll never go to Chipotle again. I may not go to that one. Or I may not go when Buddy working behind, but I still love Chipotle. So I think that's what people do with God and with church. Like, oh, they had a terrible experience. I'm done with God. My mom, she grew up in a very religious world like that. She was done. She didn't raise me in church because she was like, they burnt me too bad. So, we had to work through that trauma with her. So I get it. Yeah.
We're still kicking it with Lecrae. Loren.
You talk about a lot of your life stuff in the album, so I know some of the background, but like church-wise, like because you talk so different than a lot of the church leaders or people that are in faith, do you get anxiety from that? Like when you put out interviews, I watched one you were talking to, I forget, his name is Mike. Y'all were talking about like church denominations and that not being a real thing anymore.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, I could never watch this with my grandma.
Nah, I mean, you just got to know who rock with you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not afraid to just tell the truth. Like after you been in this game for so long, you realize like there's always gonna be a critic. There's always gonna be somebody. And if you don't stand for what you believe in, somebody's gonna knock you off your pivot. I played the game too long. If that makes sense. Like I danced. I remember my first time coming here, I was so nervous. I was like, all right, what do I gotta say? Let me not mess this up. And you start feeling like I gotta represent the Christians, I gotta represent the hip hop community, I gotta, and then after a while, you just like, bro, I'm gonna be who God called me to be. And I don't really got time to wrestle with all these weird things. I remember being so like torn. And how do I navigate? Like my first time meeting J. Cole was such an embarrassing moment because I felt like, you saw me you know what I'm saying? It was like,
what was the story?
Bro. So we was at a Super Bowl party years back. And now I was tipsy. I was, you know what I'm saying, I was indulging a little too much. But I no longer drink, by the way. So in case anybody, it ain't a religious thing, it's a sobriety thing. But I approached J. Cole and then I'm like, okay, what do I do? What do I say? That's J. Cole. And then what comes out of my mouth is, hey, bro, do you believe in Jesus? And it was just like, not hello, not what's up, bro. My name's like, it was just like,
what was his response?
Took him to the altar real quick.
Oh my God!
You said it like, what's that you claim?
Yeah, that's how I pressed him like for the kingdom. It was like I was like, you know what I'm saying? Like I really pressed him. So he was like, I mean, I grew up in church, but I'm processing what I believe, and you know what I'm saying. And I was like, all right. I was like, well, take my number down. He took my number down, and then I was like, he walked away and I said, hey man, you didn't even put my number in my name in your phone. How you gonna call me back? You don't know my name. I really crashing out like an idiot.
So you didn't know who you was?
I said that to him and he was like, I know who you are. You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh, I felt stupid. But it was that era, this is like 10 years ago, but it was that
Lecrae?
I was stupid. It like just nervous, not knowing who to be, not knowing how to walk in my own identity, not knowing how to be who God called me to be, and I think it just took time for me to get comfortable in my own skin. So I don't really, like you were saying, I don't trip no more when like the religious community may be mad at me, the non-religious community may be mad at me, but
have you met Cole since then?
I ain't, but
to me, if I was, I'm not gonna front. If I was Cole, I'd be like, yo, Lecrae fake. And I really not say that because I met you drunk as hell.
Yeah, he couldn't tell though.
If you talking like that, like,
maybe
I think it was given a little.
Maybe
he ran up on me. I believe in Jesus.
Maybe
like
I deserve that one.
And y'all haven't spoke at all.
Nah.
I wonder what he thinks of you.
I don't know, bro. I don't know. It was bad.
Crazy.
It was bad, bro. It was bad. But I own it. It's like I own it. You know what I'm saying? I own my story. It's like
that's kind of what you did to Prince. Same thing.
That is not what I did to Prince.
Yes, it is. What's the first thing you said to Prince?
First of all, it is Prince, right? So
yeah.
One morning he was up here at the radio station, like 5 a.m. Somebody was like, "Yo, Prince is him." Like, Prince? Why would Prince be here?
Yeah.
And we put this station on auto. We went. And he was walking down the hall with 2 old white women, and he was nice as hell. He came up to us, spoke. Not nice as hell. I'm sorry. He was nice as heaven, and he came up to us.
What's the first thing you said?
I said I grew up Jehovah's Witness too.
Didn't even say hello.
See,
didn't say hi.
That's what I did.
You're like, no, I grew up Jehovah's Witness too.
It's the same
But
story,
I
Sean.
like,
That's what you did. You said it was awkward. And
definitely
I got you.
It was awkward. Didn't even say hello.
It's just in the moment you kind of just.
Yeah.
Like,
6 o'clock in the morning. I'm just going to
too.
Yeah, but at least I mean I had
now
Prince.
that's religious
But that's
trauma.
Prince,
no, that's some
J.
religious
Cole,
trauma.
Prince.
What are you talking about, man?
Come on, Prince.
Let's take a minute there.
Still legends.
Can we talk about that for a minute?
The
Religious
Jehovah's
trauma?
Witness.
Yes.
Jehovah's Witness. That's such religious trauma. That's like, yeah, my brother. I mean, that's
I
cult.
agree. Oh yeah,
that's cult action, and I know the Jehovah's Witness is gonna come at me for that, but that's a whole cult.
Now I don't think it's a cult. I have to say that because my mom is still a Jehovah's Witness.
We don't mean it.
That's cultish.
You see him? I gotta say because my mom is still there.
Somebody's gonna send this to her. I don't think it's a cult, but I understand what you're saying because, like, man, when you a kid and you growing up and everybody else celebrating holidays and you in school,
but you ringing doorbells.
Religion. The term religion. I mean, biblically, religion is like it's a practice, right? But what we mean in our society is like it is rules without relationship in a lot of ways. It's like religion to me is if you love your wife, you come home with flowers and you say, here's what I'm supposed to give you, sweetheart. That's religious. Relationship is I was thinking about you all day, baby. I got you some flowers and I just wanted to show you some love. That's relationship. So to me, it's like I came out the womb and I can't have birthday parties and I got to do all these things and button up this. I don't even know if I got a relationship with God. Like, why would I want to be connected to a God who don't want to?
How do you raise kids in religion then? Because I think a lot of people would say that there's like, I mean, you don't have that, right? Because you said your mom didn't really.
Yeah, but I got 3 kids.
But okay, so are you raising your kids in religion and how do you do it then?
You raise them through in a relationship.
Yeah, that's how. I mean, I don't like, hey kids, we're going to church because I feel like this is the healthiest place for you because I've met God. My daughter's the only one of my kids who's gotten baptized because I'm like, I don't want to force nothing on y'all. Y'all gonna have to make this decision for yourself. This was her decision that she made, and we celebrate that. I've had hard combos with my oldest son who's like, I don't know if I believe this. Would I be a Muslim if I didn't live in this house? And we have those dialogues, and I love those. Like, yeah, let's go there. Let's have these conversations so that he can. But I want him to see the consistency of my life. He's like, nah, Dad. Like, he talks about the fruit of the spirit, love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, gentleness, self-control, but then he lives it. He apologizes when he mess up because I done spazzed, but then I come back. And like, he sees that I have a relationship with God, and for him, he's made that decision on his own as well. But it's like, I'm not saying you better. I'm saying this is what I feel like is the healthiest way.
That's why I don't like the whole disfellowshipping at the Kingdom Hall. You know, that's actually what turned me off to it, whether I realized that or not. But as I got older, I realized the reason I was turned off to it is when watching my father get disfellowshipped. My father needed help in that moment. He was dealing with substance abuse issues. And it's like, you don't disfellowship a man for that. And then they make you come to the Kingdom Hall, but nobody speaks to you. And they announce to the whole congregation, such and such has been disfellowshipped from the Kingdom Hall. I'm like, God.
So your pops is in there and they just cancel them right then in front of everybody?
Nobody talks. Like, they don't talk to you when you're disfellowshipped.
And how you supposed to heal?
Right.
Wow.
Like, see, I'm saying, like,
that's crazy.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't get that. When I was walking down the street yesterday, a dude on the block passed me the flyer, and he was a street preacher, and he ended up being a dope one. But a lot of times, my issue with street preachers too is just like, bro, you yelling at people, you condemning people, like you don't even know their names. I got the one dude ran up on me as I was leaving a Wu-Tang concert, and he was like, "Lecrae, what are you doing here?" I was like, enjoying some music. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, but then he was blasting me and blasting people around him. So I walked up to this table and I'm like, bro, he was in an argument with another dude. And I said, yo, my man, what's your name? And the dude he was arguing with told me his name. I said, where you from? He told me where he's from. I said, word, man, you want to get together sometime, maybe get coffee and talk about what you believe? He's like, I'm down. I said, how about you try that, my guy? Instead of yelling at him and telling him he's going to hell.
Wow.
You know what I mean? But it's like, that's the stuff I can't fool with. Like, it's like, there ain't no relationship in that.
All right, we got more with Lecrae when we come back. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Cold world. Yeah. Let me take y'all back, man. As I do so well. Wasn't nothing like that. Man, it wasn't nothing like that first time. She was in my math class. Long hair, brown skin with the fat. Sat beside me, used to laugh, had mad jokes. The teacher always got mad, so we passed notes. It started off so innocent. She had a vibe in it. started digging it. I was a young and straight crushing, trying to play cool, but couldn't wait to get to school. Cause when I seen them thighs on her, and them hips on her, and them lips on her, got me daydreaming, man, what? I'm thinking how she rides on it, if she sits on it, if she licks on it, make it hard for me to stand up. As time goes by, attractions getting deeper. Wet dreaming, thinking that I'm smashing, but I'm sleeping. I want it bad, and I ain't never been obsessed before. She wrote a note that said, you ever had sex before? And I ain't never did this before, no.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club. We're still kicking it with Lecrae. His new album comes out August 22nd, Reconstruction. Charlamagne?
How do you maintain faith in a culture like hip-hop that often monetizes your trauma but resists your healing?
Ooh. That's a deep one right there, bro. I think there's irresponsibility. I get it. You a young dude off the block. This is an opportunity for you to get a check. The industry, the powers that be say, hey, tell that story 5 more times and you're going to get more checks. And you don't know enough about who you are, your own identity, your value, your self-worth to even understand. Like, I'm being like used. But I don't think that's how hip hop started. That wasn't how it initiated. It was us as griots in the community telling what was going on around us, not like trying to like capitalize off it's trauma porn. You know what I'm saying? So I don't like that. And so that's why I do bring the healing side. That's when, even when I collaborate with other artists, like, you know, when I did a song with Waka back in the day, and I was like, let's talk about the other side of the game. I done sold drugs, you done sold drugs, but no one talks about the trauma that come with that. The what's it like sitting behind a cell? What's it like seeing my dad is, was a crack addict for years, and just to see that reality and live under that, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, let's talk about the trauma of that. And then the healing aspect of it is I'm walking and breathing as a healed individual. You know, I think people want me to be perfect so many times without understanding where I came from, what I came through. Right. And it's like, well, be perfect. And I'm like, look, I'm not as bad as you think I am, but I'm not as good as you think I am either. I'm a human being in the middle trying to walk this thing out as best I can.
You grew up in this household where your mom is not pressing you to do any, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you find God through your own journey.
Mm-hmm.
At what point do you, because you've said you hate the church, you said it on this album.
I said I hated. Yes.
So what makes you bring people, because when people find God, they go find a physical church. And a lot of times they can't separate the two, right?
Yeah.
What makes you bring people to a physical church to expose them to what might become a church hate?
I love the church, the big C, the people who love God all around the world. It's global. It's not American. The models that we see for church are generally like, sometimes it's an industrial complex. Sometimes it's a system. The work still get done. Like sometimes like I get it. It's like, it's an infrastructure. It's a system. There's lights and there's cameras and there's these things. Like it's a oratorical speech being given in music. It's a Broadway production. I get it. That's not what church is. That is a expression from the people who love God. But what church is a gathering of God's people who come together as a community to live out, to celebrate God, to navigate their lifestyle. So some of the other things that get built up that we call church, shout out to my guy Carl Lentz and
salute to Carl.
Yeah, he was a part of that complex. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And it's like they're made. The pastors are made out to be gurus. None of them are gurus. They giraffes on ice skates. They don't got it. They don't got it figured out. But everyone sees them as gurus. So when they fall or slip, they should be responsible, but they've been propped up to be these gurus, and it's like, bro, they fooling themselves thinking they got it all together. So I don't hate the church. I love the church. The expressions we see a lot of times in America, I think are silly. You know what I'm saying? But I navigate them and I deal with them because that's where we are as a culture. You know what I'm saying? It's like hip hop. It's like, I know what hip hop used to look like. I know what it looks like now. I think some stuff is silly. I think having to make a TikTok go viral for people to enjoy your song is silly, but it's where we are. So I'm not just downing it. I'm not like, that's stupid. Y'all dumb. Y'all lame. It's like, it's where we are.
I love Carl for the same reason I love a lot of your music, is because y'all are not afraid to show people that you made mistakes. Y'all are not afraid to show people that you flawed. Y'all not afraid to show people that you still wrestle with the same things we all wrestle with, the insecurities. Like, I love on Die for the Party when you started off, you said, I was wrestling like, should I write a verse? The culture got enough clout chasing vultures out here trying to prove their worth. They need attention. They can't imagine me not trying to make myself look bigger off of this Kendrick mention. Like, when you hear you rap that, I can hear you wrestling with, man, should I even write this, man? Like, you know what I mean? Like, but he did shout me out. I mean, I can't just let this go by.
See, man, that was tough. You right. Dot will throw you he'll throw you a layup, and it's like, do I dunk this or not? Because I don't, especially for him, because he got so many clout chasers. He got so many so for me for Kendrick for Dot to mention me in a song and say, I wonder what Lecrae would do. That, first of all, he's paying homage to like my lifestyle, my processing. It's not like Lecrae's a good rapper. He's saying, I wonder what Lecrae would do in this.
He's a good person.
Yeah, this circumstance. And for me, it's like, I didn't want to say nothing. My homie AT, he was like, you need to respond. I said, nah, bro, that's lame. Like, it's nasty. It just feels nasty. And he was like, bro, the world is watching, the world is listening. The man said your name.
He asked you a question.
He did ask me a question. And so I was like, I'll try. And I really didn't even like it when I was writing it. And then
that verse fire.
I didn't even like it. And then it just, so I sent Dot the whole album, and I said, pick a song, man. I'm waiting. I ain't heard nothing back. So
I love the last line on there. You said, love is patient, so I'm trusting in the narrative, and Christ ain't watched the party die.
He died
instead of it. What does that mean?
Basically, like, on the song, he was saying on his song, Watch the Party Die, it's kind of like, it's like, man, y'all, he sees the dysfunction, and he's like, ugh, you know what I mean? And we all see the dysfunction, and we all like, ugh. But if we really want to end all the evil that exists out there, that means we gonna die too, because there's evil that exists in here.
That's right.
So you got to be also mad at yourself. And Jesus didn't sit back and say, yeah, y'all are disgusting. He said, I'm going to take that disgust on myself. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to lay my life down and let y'all walk across my back to cleanliness and to wholeness instead of condemning y'all. I'm going to reach my hand out to save y'all. So that was the picture I was painting, instead of just being condemning. Because when you see something that you hate, you're like, ugh. But then you got to look in the mirror sometimes and be like, ugh. And if I want it all to go, I got to go with it. So Jesus is like, yeah, it's whack, but I'll take your ugliness on me. You know what I mean? So
I saw your response to Young Thug when he tweeted, if you're a rapper and you're a rat, you got to just go gospel twin. And you tried to reach out and kind of give him that, like, hey, it's good over here. It's not a graveyard, it's a garden. Have y'all spoke?
Nah, but I'm down. Like, Thug, holla at me. I mean, I it's not a graveyard. It's a garden. We thriving. We growing. I got health. My life comes with the same hardships anybody else's life. You won't get wisdom without suffering. So you gonna suffer. But I don't be worried about no warrants. You know what I'm saying? I go home to my wife on a regular basis. I'm raising my kids. We have great relationship, dynamic. Like, I got accolades. I got awards. That's not what I do it for. I pay my bills on time. I'm fine. Mm-hmm. I'm not in a graveyard. And I guess to me, I'm like, why do rats have to go to gospel? Like, what is it? To me, it sounds like that's a lame place for the lame. We send the lames over there. And I'm like, okay. I mean, in a sense, you're right, because Jesus makes the lame walk. You know
they used to do that too whenever like an artist would get in trouble. Like an artist would get in trouble, they'd be like, all right, he got to make a gospel album now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, I've seen that. In my own, I've seen artists get in trouble and my phone be ringing. Hey, we need to make a song. I'm like,
no, man, cut it out.
I'm dead serious.
Ooh.
I ain't naming no names.
What did Kendrick say when he heard Die for the Party?
I don't know. Honestly, I ain't talked to Dot like one-on-one in a minute. We got some of the same friends. So the last thing I heard was, yo, they rocking with it. And he was in the middle of doing Super Bowl stuff. So, you know what I'm saying? So it was like one of them type of situations. But I did send him the whole project, And I was, I'll put a yay on him and like redo the album if he send that verse in. Like, you know what I'm saying?
What song
like,
did you want him on?
I don't care. Just pick one. Yeah. But Die for the Party would be hard because, it'd be hard. So, yeah, I'm with it.
Well, let's get into it.
H2O. He'd have been hard on H2O.
H2O. I feel you. Okay. All right, Shy. So you tapped in.
Nah, he'd have been hard on H2O.
Let's get into a joint off the album. What you want to hear?
I want to play the joint with T.I. and
Let's play headphones.
Mike.
Let's play headphones.
All right, well, let's get into that. We appreciate you for joining us. The album comes out on the 22nd of August. Am I right? Yes, August 22nd.
Yeah.
Reconstruction. Make sure you get it.
I would love to have you at the Mental Wealth Expo, man. I do this thing every year called the Mental Wealth Expo, and I think a religious trauma panel would be really incredible, man.
Bruh, say less. I'm there. It's easy. It's light work.
That'd be
Absolutely.
so
Yeah, say less.
All right. Well, it's Lecrae. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast
Y'all
Club.
so disrespectful. Y'all just gonna talk over Killer Mike verse, not even let T.I. verse play.
You want Lauren to do the latest?
Well, don't play the song if you ain't gonna play the whole song.
Or you want Lauren to do the latest?
I do, but goddamn.
We get number time, y'all. We I'm here for a long time, not a good time.
That's what you think? How long your contract is?
First of all, it's some years in there, baby.
Okay.
I'm here.
Talk that talk, Lauren.
Okay.
Talk that talk.
Okay.
Now, you done talked over Killer Mike, and now it's over.
Well, it's because he started it.
I just started. We gotta get to the latest. Let's get to the latest.
Lauren becoming a straight fact.
Shout out to Killer Mike. She gets them from somebody that knows somebody.
She gets the details.
I'm the homegirl that knows a little bit about everything.
She be having the latest on this.
The latest with Loren LoRosa.
Sometimes she have facts, sometimes she have details, sometimes she have a little bit of everything.
What was the latest?
On the Breakfast Club.
Talk to me.
Man, it was going down yesterday in the sports streets because at the same time that the news about Shannon Sharpe and the ESPN firing happened, and boom, there's this announcement that Gilbert Arenas was arrested as a part of an indictment. So he was arrested, but he's now been released. But he was arrested on as a part of a federal indictment, alleging that he operated an illegal gambling business. So it's alleged that the illegal gambling business included high stakes poker games that were played at a California mansion that Gilbert Arenas owned. Now he's charged with, and there's 5 other people included in this as well too. But he is charged with 1 count of conspiracy to operate an illegal gambling business, 1 count of operating an illegal gambling business, and 1 count of making a false statement to federal investigators. He saw a judge yesterday afternoon, not too long after he was arrested. He posted a bond and he was let go. He also posted to his Instagram when he was arrested that he ain't got nothing to do with nothing. All he did was rent a home.
I don't understand this one at all.
Either.
You can't gamble in your house or in a house. I didn't know this. This is new to me.
Well, you can't have an illegal gambling ring if that's what they were saying was going on.
It's a ring because you was gambling.
That's
in
what
your
I'm
house.
saying. It might have happened a lot. Like they have these high stake poker games weekly, which
You
is
can't
illegal.
do it. I did not know you couldn't do that. I had no idea.
So
no, you can't have gambling ring. You can't have a casino in your crib.
See, you saying something else now.
Well, let me tell y'all how the indictment broke it down.
Okay.
So the indictment was unsealed. That's why we were able to get the details. So basically, it says that Gilbert Arenas, or alleges that Gilbert Arenas and the other defendants operated this illegal gambling business. So what would happen was there was this mansion that Gilbert would rent out, and then they would invite people over for the game. So they would host these games, and they would have women who they would charge a tax that would act as like the women who were like serving drinks, providing massages, and offering companionship to the poker players allegedly.
No sex though.
No sex listed here. No. Yes. Then they would have.
You just be volunteering information. That
No,
don't
I'm just
got
saying
nothing
be
to do with
clear
nothing.
because when you start hearing painful massages and stuff like that, that's what it starts to sound like. But go ahead.
I understand.
I just want to make sure it's clear.
Yes, and then they allege.
Check that man for a wire, please, man. Let me be trying to lead the witness, man.
He's trying to clear things up. Go ahead, continue.
And then they allege that some of the defendants managed an illegal pot limit during the poker games. So basically, they collected a rake, which is a fee that the house charges from each pot, either as a percentage or a fixed amount per hand. And they invited different players at different times to compete. They say that they had valet, there was security, there were all these things. So it was set up. They had chefs, valet, armed security guards were also hired to staff these illegal poker games as well. So it was set up, I guess, to be ran like something that you're supposed to be doing all the time, and maybe that's why it's illegal. I don't know exactly.
I always knew that you couldn't have like a casino night in your crib with real money. I never understood why.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, like I had a casino night, but you had to use fake bills, and there was no real winnings. You could get like gifts, like a basket or something, but you cannot have real cash, and I never understood why. I don't know why.
I still don't understand why. I don't get it.
Maybe because they can't tax it, or I have no idea, but I never understood. If you have a blackjack night at your house, you should be able to gamble. People have poker nights all the time.
That's
right?
what I just said. You looked at me like I was crazy.
I know you can't, but I don't know why. I know that you can. I know it's illegal, but I never knew why.
Can I go? So according to there's a
Here go Top Dog LoRosa.
No, it's from a lawyer's website.
Top Dog. Top Dog
I just Googled it, and
Top Dog Law.
According to Talem and Associates PC, firm.com, they list multiple reasons why it could be deemed illegal. Regulation and licensing, taxation, that people...
Taxes, I knew that was number one.
Yeah, just preventing crime in general. It also could be illegal because there's laws that try and protect vulnerable individuals who would be gambling and who would be addicted to it. Zoning and safety. That's what they list on their website as reasons why that could potentially be illegal. But in the indictment, the announcement or the press release for the indictment, they didn't specify how they got to the charges. All they did was break down how it was happening, who was involved, and they did say that
who else is involved in this? Because there's got to be something big. Like there's somebody they target in here. Who else is involved in this?
There's a guy. There's 5 men. All of them seem pretty regular to me, except for there's one guy that they mentioned was like a.
She don't know none of them, but they all seem regular. Why?
It was like an international something.
Thank you, Envy. The reason why I said that is because the federal indictment itself, when they mention the men, they only mention, like, they point out one guy in particular, and I'm going to give you the label that they gave him. He's like a international something or other.
Yeah, they made it seem like his money was coming from illegal money, and that was the problem.
That's what I'm saying. It feel like they were targeting somebody.
Yes.
And whoever was around in that situation all got jammed up.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then because the same guy, so this guy is including a suspected high-level member of an Israeli transnational organizational crime group.
Yeah.
Now, that same guy, they later on in the press release for the indictment or arrest announcement, they talk about how that same guy also allegedly lied on a form when coming over here and then talking about his citizenship, and they also allege that he had tried to do a sham marriage to stay here, all these different things. So there's specific information detailed about him. Everyone else is just listed as a part of this gambling thing that they did, but they specifically have these details about him. So maybe that's who they were trying to come for.
But that's why in the hood, there's always an illegal gambling spot in the hood where people go there and that's illegal.
Just a rat.
I didn't say what hood. I didn't say what address. I didn't say on 34th and 7th. I just said in the hood there's an illegal gambling spot. That's why it's illegal. You're not supposed to be able to do it. But with Gilbert Arenas, he probably rented out the crib, and I'm sure there's some information where they're going to say that he knew it was what it was. But he's saying, I just rented out my house, I Airbnb'd. I just rent out, and you can rent out your crib to anybody, right?
Yeah, I don't know, but that guy that we were talking about, it's called marriage fraud. Marriage fraud, false statements to immigration, sham marriage, all the things. So
I don't know. I've never heard of this ever in my life.
You know, gambling spots were illegal.
What?
My grandma told me we used to.
What are you talking about?
You know how they used to talk about running the numbers? She always used to talk about how illegal that was, but I don't know how.
He acting stupid now. He knows there's little gambling spot.
Y'all are conflating so many different things.
There's no difference.
I've never heard the case Gilbert Arenas was caught in. I never heard of somebody doing something in their house, gambling, and being indicted. I've never heard that.
Okay.
Yes, I know gambling spots are illegal in the hood. I've never heard that.
It's the same thing, just on a higher level.
Okay. I think for me, my question was, if it's his home and he's just allowing it to be rented, what if it's just being rented and he doesn't know what's happening? I want to know how they know he is involved in the full operation that they're detailing. That's what I had a question of, because you could just rent your home and then dip.
Correct.
But that's it. I had one more because the Diddy document that I told you guys was going to drop yesterday.
What was it?
He's asking for a new trial, but we won't have time.
A new trial?
Yes, but not only for the prosecution, the Mann Act, because he can't be tried on other stuff anymore. But he wants
prostitution. You mean?
Yes,
you said prosecution. Yeah,
prostitution.
Mm-hmm.
I said prostitution.
The prosecution.
Whatever.
All right. Well, Charlamagne.
Yes.
Give me your donkey too, man.
Well, Matthew Day. You want to know something about peeing? And why it's illegal, we'll discuss.
Peeing?
Yeah, see? I'm about to tell you something that you don't know.
Like urinating?
Yeah. Oh, God, boy. He just trying me this morning for no goddamn reason. He just doing this on purpose.
Ask Tim Lim.
Okay. People see you and bark in the street. Okay?
Jesus, all right. Dog in the Day's up next. It's the
now.
Breakfast Club. Good morning.
You're checking out the Breakfast Club.
And I just wanted to know how you came up with the donkey of the day.
Tell her.
Because you're mean.
I am not. What did I do? I made donkey of the day.
There's a bunch of donkeys out here in the street.
That is why Charlamagne is here.
If we live a life where we bite our tongue based off who we may offend, we never would say anything.
On the Breakfast Club.
In the words of Charlamagne the God, he's a donkey. That was
Oh man, Charlamagne, you giving donkey the day to who now?
Well, Donkey of the Day for Thursday, August 31st goes to Matthew Day, okay? Matthew is a 30-year-old ad executive from here in New York City. According to LinkedIn, he is a graduate of Penn State and is a co-founder of Ribeye Media. And he is the firm's head of client success. Well, he was busted for disorderly conduct. Now, I want the record to show he was in Florida when this happened. What does your Uncle Charla always say about the great state of Florida? Say it with me. The craziest people in America come from the Bronx and all of Florida. Now, I don't know what part of New York City he was from, but I do know he was in Florida, and this is why you shouldn't drink the tap water ever in Florida. Okay, when you drink the tap water in Florida, you become a Florida fool, all right? These are the things they don't tell you on the news, people. Now, I need the record to also show that I think this charge of disorderly conduct is too light for said offense. See, whenever I hear stories like this, I think about two things. The person who did the offense and the victim, because I think to myself, how do you get in a position like Matthew Day? What's going on in his brain, okay? What substance was he on that made him do what he did? And I also think about being the victim and having to experience what they experienced from Matthew Day. Well, God damn it, Uncle Charla, please tell us what the hell Matthew Day did. Well, Matthew was arrested for allegedly urinating, peeing, taking a leak, emptying his bladder from a rooftop bar in Florida onto several victims.
This is so dumb.
Cops charge that Matthew Day entered the rooftop bar, pulled his penis out of his shorts, and decided that everybody below him needed to be sponsored by Mellow Yellow. Okay, this man was treating his penis like a bottle of champagne after an NBA team won a championship, just spraying it everywhere, okay? This news report says several passerbys were struck with urine. Security spotted Day relieving himself and escorted the defendant out of the bar into police custody. Now, I think about the police in this situation, too. Do you wait until he finishes peeing? Or do you arrest him mid-scream? And do you let him wash his hands before you cuff him? Because I don't believe officers would have to touch his hands directly in a situation like this. But when you bring him in for fingerprinting, you definitely do. But I think the officers wear gloves. Anyway, Matthew Day was arrested and charged for disorderly conduct on the premises of a licensed establishment, a misdemeanor. He was released on a $500 bond. This charge is way too light, America. Okay, Matthew needs to be charged with sexual assault or some type of sexual battery. Okay, he peed on several people without their consent. Okay, what happened to assault by bodily fluid? All right, Florida, y'all don't have that on the books? What about public lewdness? Okay, lewdness is behavior that is sexually suggestive, indecent, or offensive. Okay, you gave several strangers golden showers without their consent. I don't care that he was peeing. If your penis is out in public, you should be charged with something of a sexual nature. And if any bodily fluid comes out of your penis onto someone else without their consent, then you should be treated like a sex offender. I'm not saying this man is R. Kelly, but based off the circumstances, I think he believed he could fly. Now, a criminal complaint noted that Matthew Day showed an indication of alcohol influence. Of course. Okay, nobody does this sober, but once again, men, we got to move with discipline. You have to make better choices because the choices you make you. He's 30 with a lot to lose, all right? Because the criminal charge may just be a misdemeanor, that don't mean nothing because the civil suit's going to cost him. I don't know what kind of paper he touching, but you peed on me, sir, okay? I am traumatized. I think he might have been eating asparagus, Your Honor, and I'm allergic to asparagus, okay? I can't even use urinals anymore because I know what it feels like to be one, okay? I can't even listen to the classic record Pushing P by Gunna no more, Your Honor. I am traumatized by what happened to me. The moral of the story is everything you work for can go to waste with one wrong decision. Please give Matthew Day the sweet sounds of the Hamiltons.
Oh, now you are the donkey of the day. You are the donkey of the day.
This should definitely be a stronger crime now, because I'm not sure. Somebody correct me on this, but somebody told me a long time ago that if you get caught peeing in public in New Jersey, you got to register as a sex offender. Any truth to that?
What?
I don't know.
I've only heard that because you said it.
I heard that before.
Say it again.
If you get caught peeing in public in New Jersey, you got to register as a sex offender.
Oh, wow.
I don't know how true that is. They say if you get caught peeing in Jersey and you one of them people that take their pants and pull their pants all the way down to your ankles, and this, sometimes you walk in the stall and you see people got their pants all the way down to their ankles while they peeing at the urinal. So you got registered as a sex offender, man. And you get charged with public lewdness, man. You got your ass out for the world to see.
It's definitely lewdness.
Yeah, I don't know about the sex offender part.
Oh, wait.
That's crazy.
Oh, yeah. Wait. Yes, penalties.
Damn.
It says possible consequences if charged with lewdness. Sex offender registry.
Yeah, because kids could be walking past.
If you're peeing in public, right?
Yeah. Penalties for violating public urination ordinances or facing related charges can include sex offender registry.
I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. I heard that before, man.
That's disgusting.
We was out one time and somebody was peeing in public and the person just screamed out, "Hey, man, you better stop that. You don't get charged as a sex offender here in New Jersey."
That would be crazy.
Damn, yo.
Because ain't nobody gonna believe you. You got that goddamn sign in your yard. Like, nah, I just got caught peeing in public. All right, nope. Keep the kids away from me.
Crazy.
Wow.
Damn.
All right. Well, thank you for that donkey today.
Yes, indeed.
Now, when we come back, Jess Fix My Mess. 800-585-1051. If you're having relationship problems or any type of issue, you can call Jess right now. Phone lines are wide open. 800-585-1051. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club.
Me. Made it. It's the real deal. Help me. Help me.
Oh my God. I'm all up in your mess. I'ma fix it. Fix it. Fix my mess. Fix it. Fix it. Just gonna fix your mess, because my advice is real.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are The Breakfast Club. It's time for Jess Fix My Mess. Hello, who's this?
Hey, what's up? It's Nevada.
Hey, Nevada.
Hey, girl.
Good morning.
Hey, how y'all doing? Jess, I got some mess, honey.
Oh, girl, what's up? What happened? What you do?
Okay, I'm trying to decide on which one of these guys I want to take serious. I really enjoy spending time with both of them.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a simple fact that they're brothers.
Damn.
Excuse me?
I told you it was some mess.
That's it. I can tell by the tone it was something. It was you. I know ain't nobody did nothing to you. It was you. All right, now, do they know that you're dealing with both of them?
One of them does. And I don't think he said nothing to the other.
How close in age are they?
Maybe about 3 or 4 years apart.
Okay, which one do you like more?
Well, you want me to tell you his name?
That's a damn shame. No, just say younger or older. Which one do you like more?
I like the older one.
How old are you?
I am 20. I'm 29.
How old is the oldest one?
He's 39.
All right, and then the younger one is a couple years younger. So they both in their 30s. Where did you meet both of them?
On Instagram.
All right. At completely separate times, or did you meet one and then you started chilling with him and then met his brother and then y'all started creeping?
Yes. I wasn't trying to, take up too much time, but yes, I did. I met one of them, you know what I mean? We hung out. It didn't really work out. So I met the other one and we imaginally sparked, it worked out.
You know what? All right. So how y'all gonna break the news to the younger brother? Because the older brother knows, obviously, the second one that you, not the one that you met initially, the one that you were introduced to. He knows, right?
He knows.
Okay.
He knows.
And then listen, is this a relationship that you want with this guy, or is y'all just around?
We hanging out right now, but I could definitely see myself in a relationship. I see wedding bells and everything now.
Can he see himself with you? Because you got to figure out how you going to look to the both of them right now. When the younger brother finds out that the older brother been smashing his girl and everything, you're going to look a certain way. You're going to look like something I can't say on the radio. You understand what I'm saying?
Right. Yes.
And do you care about that at all?
I feel like it wasn't intentional.
You said no. Don't give me that BS. Don't talk. Don't play with me. All right, you play. Okay. You already playing with them. Okay. Don't play with me. Okay. Do you care? Be honest, boo. Do you care about whether it was intentional or not? Because it's intentional now. So, do you care about how you look to the both of them?
No.
Okay.
I don't.
All right, cool. Because then we ain't even got to get into all of that. All right, because and listen, it's no judgment. Because you already like, no, I don't care. Like it is what it is. No shame in your game, so you don't care about that. But do you care that you're gonna hurt the one that likes you most, which is the younger one, and the one that don't know that you're sleeping with his brother?
Yes.
You
now
care?
that yes.
Okay.
Damn you good.
Yeah, and you ain't. So you gotta break the news. You gotta break the news, and I'd rather it be you than his brother, because his brother can paint the picture any type of way because that's his brother, and the loyalty is supposed to be with family first, right? And then I just don't want the brother to put it all on you and make you look like you was the one, like you a filthy hoe. You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah.
So I think you should break that to him. It ain't no easy way to do it, but I think you should do it before the brother do it. And the only reason why I'm saying do it, not to clear your conscience, because you just said you don't really care about how you look, because you care about hurting him. You can't deal with both of them.
Okay.
Break the news to the younger brother, and if the older brother still want to deal with you, now you're free to do that. You're free to do that, but you're not giving him the younger one, you're not giving him a choice because he don't even know. See, the older one, he feel like he got it all figured out. He already got in his head how he gonna tell his brother, a shorty came on to me, you know what I mean, I'm just being a man, bro, and I tried to refuse it, and she kept coming at me. You know how these guys do, especially brothers. So, no, break the news to the guy, and then you still want to deal with the older one, deal with him. If he don't want to deal with you, whatever. It was a fun time, but it didn't last long. That's it.
I heard you.
All right.
Thank you so much, Jess.
No problem.
And I'm going to come around with it.
No problem.
Hello, who's this?
It's Baby Boy. What's good, big bro?
What's up, Baby Boy? Holla at Jess.
Nothing, man. I want Jess to fix my mess, man. I around and lost my job, man, and lost my old lady messing around that Duval day. That viral post messed up everything I had going, big bro.
Oh, my God. What's the viral post?
When the lady they took a picture of me at Duval Day. Charlamagne knew what I'm talking about. He saw it.
Okay.
But they took a picture of me at Duval Day, and the lady saw it, right? And the lady commented on it or however, whatever, and inboxed Lil Duval about it. He made the post about it. And I never got on the post and was like, nah, I'm straight. I don't want you, baby. You heard me? I ain't say none of that. And my old lady, my ex, played about that. She like, you got thousands of people commenting on you, and you ain't never go scraping none of them females about you. You know what I'm saying? I'm like,
so basically,
I'm an artist, though. You feel me? So I'm like, David, that's potential fans that I'm growing right now. You feel me? She like, nah, f*** that, my man, y'all. She like, nah, f*** that. I need you need to go let them know you took it and you got somebody, and I never did it. And she fair played by it. And then
absolutely, because I'm all for you being an artist. I'm all for you gaining your fans and everything, but not at the expense of your relationship, unless you know that's something that you ain't prioritizing. You get what I'm saying? Your lady felt disrespected. It is your job, and as well as hers, right, to make sure that both of y'all are always solid. Like you got to protect home no matter what. Whether you married to or not, you in a committed relationship, right?
Right.
I totally understand. You're an artist. You got your own, you building your platform. That's what's up. That's cool. But it's a way to still go about it respectfully. You know what I mean? You gotta let people know what you got going on for real. All right, now you said Charlamagne. No, I ain't Charlamagne. I don't know exactly what Duval Day it consists of or whatever. I don't really know the situation, but from what I'm gathering, it's like you didn't really do anything detrimental to the relationship. But imagine where her mind can go if you jive hot in your relationship. You know what I mean? You're not clarifying. She need clarity.
Facts.
That's all. But that's all you can do. Just give her that clarity as much as she needed. Reassure her.
Yeah, that shit dead now though, Jess. You see what I'm saying?
Damn, it's done.
It's dead now. I don't think ain't no shit back. Like I told her, man, you ain't even supposed to be worried about the comments. I hear Charlamagne say it all the time. Don't even reply back.
Oh man, well I'm sorry about that, but you just gotta allow. You gotta allow yourself not to get caught up, yo. It's just a way to have fun and to do it respectfully. You know what I mean? A way that you can keep your job and your lady. even though that's done, but for future references, when you do get a new lady, you got to give her that clarity. You know, when you get a new job or whatever, I don't know what's gonna happen because that ain't gonna be too clean. You know what I mean? You gotta make sure. You gotta make sure certain systems are put in place so ain't none of this being jeopardized.
Right.
Come on, man. Come on.
Appreciate that, man. Hey, but I just was out there. You feel me? They just took a picture of me. You feel me? I ain't playing for none of this.
Tell the truth. You love that attention, though. You like that clip. You like that viral, all that attention that it come with. Trust me, I know.
But I liked it better when I went and cleaned up the next day. I liked that picture better. You feel me? I'd have rather go viral for that. You feel me? I did something positive. You feel me? But this just it overshadowed what I did for the community.
Exactly. So that's the lesson you learn. That's the lesson you learn because you always got to know something. Then I'm going to let you go. Positivity don't go viral like negativity did.
There you go. Thanks.
So just know that.
You said a mouthful. Then, hey, man, I love you, Jess. I'm going to see you when you get to the city, man.
Absolutely.
T-Roy at 93.3 trying to get in contact with you, though. So tap in with bro.
All right, I got you.
So make sure you tap in with him. You hear me?
Thank you so much, y'all. Thank you.
Jess Fix My Mess.
And then this Friday and Saturday, Jacksonville, I will be there. Duval, I will be there, Jacksonville, Florida. Get your tickets for the 2 shows on Friday at the Comedy Zone and then the 2 shows on Saturday at the Comedy Zone as well. Can't wait to see y'all, Jacksonville.
All right, and also salute to Foxwood Casino. They have this thing starting this weekend called Bingo Unleashed. If you could just imagine, half bingo, half party, live DJs, karaoke, lip sync contests, dance-offs, and all that. This weekend, August 2nd, in Foxwood Casino, Bingo Unleashed. You don't want to miss it. It's going to be a lot of fun. So if you got a chance to head out there this weekend to Foxwood Casino, all right? Let's get to the latest with Loren.
Loren be coming with straight facts.
She gets them from somebody that knows somebody.
She gets the details.
I'm the homegirl that knows a little bit about everything.
She be having the latest on you.
The latest with Loren LoRosa.
Sometimes she have facts, sometimes she have details, sometimes she have a little bit of everything.
Well, it's the latest.
On The Breakfast Club.
Talk to me.
So we reported here exclusively that there would be a new filing in Diddy's case because his team is trying to get him home. So yesterday, Diddy's team submitted documents to the judge asking for Diddy to be acquitted on both of the Mann Act charges that he was convicted of, or to be given a new trial. They're saying that they're still standing on the Rule 29 that they mentioned early on in their defense, that there is not enough evidence. There's insufficient evidence to sustain the conviction of the crimes that he was convicted of. So what they're saying is that because when you are convicted of the Mann Act, you're supposed to prove that the person transported somebody across state lines for the purposes of sex. They're saying that they believe that Diddy's the only person ever convicted under the statute that didn't actually make money off the prostitution. That's the first thing. The second thing is they say Diddy did not have sex with any of the prostitutes, which we heard on the stand that all the women and the escorts themselves said that he never actually engaged in sexual activity with the escorts, and that he didn't actually arrange the travel. Now, there were on the stand, they did have conversations about, different audios that were played and, different things where Diddy was saying, hey, book this person to come here, whatever. But because he didn't actually book the travel and transportation himself, they're pointing that out. And they're saying that, the escorts or prostitutes had friendships with Jane and with Cassie. So they were flying in to enjoy their friends, and then they consented to have sex after. So he shouldn't be convicted of these things, and he should be able to get a new trial or come home. So the judge put in a letter saying that the defense has to respond to Diddy even asking to be let go prior to sentencing today.
Trouble is easy to get into and hard to get out of. Boy, that just sounds complicated.
It did.
Yeah. Basically, they just saying y'all ain't proved enough.
I don't need it.
Okay. Well, Diddy trying to come home. Diddy is trying to come home.
Yeah, there you go. That's exactly the moral of the story.
Yes. Now, in other things, Dreka and Kevin Gates, they've finally filed for divorce, which confused the heck out of me because Kevin Gates has openly been in another relationship since we've seen him with Dreka. But yesterday, rapper Kevin Gates it was announced that his wife, or estranged wife now, Drika, filed for divorce. Now, you guys would know that Drika, or maybe you don't know, that she used to manage him, that they were together for some years. They were actually married for 9 years. Now, in the docs, she lists the date of separation as July 10th, and she's leaning on, the normal thing that everybody says, irreconcilable differences, as the reason that they split up. They have 2 minor children, a 12-year-old and 11-year-old, and Drika is seeking joint legal custody and physical custody of the kids. She's also seeking spousal support, and she checked the box to terminate the court's ability to award spousal support to Kevin Gates. It's unclear at this time, per the documents, if there is a prenup whatsoever, and they were married back in October 2015.
Wow. I thought they had an open relationship. That's what I thought everybody assumed, right?
I assumed that too in the beginning, but then once you stop seeing them together, I figured that they just weren't together. Then
yeah, I really didn't. Yeah, I didn't assume that they had an open relationship because they just, I just figured that they just broke up and they just was gonna, just handle the divorce whenever they got to it. I mean, and then it's not just the marriage, like you said. She was working for him, so it was. I can imagine how hard it is, like when you're managing your husband or your wife, you know what I mean? You don't want to be in the marriage anymore, but you still have to manage that person. Yeah, he's been in relationships or whatever.
That's always difficult because you got to figure out how does the money work, right? We've seen it with Kevin and Wendy. We've seen it with Mary and her husband Kim Do, and now we see with this, because you just don't get a half. You also got to get a percentage of what you would make. So
then you got kids and all of that.
But it was also confusing too, because when Brittany Renner, who he was just recently with, when she sat down with I forget which station. Real 92 LA. She sat down with them at the Media Room BET Awards. And I think it was Bootleg Kev, and she told him that they got married April 1st and divorced May 28th.
Brittany Renner married Kevin.
Yes. So
they couldn't have if she was still married, right?
There's no way.
Listen,
she not Muslim no more, is she?
No, she's not.
I say Muslim like that.
She not.
She is not.
No, she had went Muslim. Now she not.
She sure did. And then she got.
I saw her not dressed like that.
Yeah. And she got on Basketball Wives, right?
So can he do this because he's Muslim then? Because aren't they allowed to have multiple wives as long as you can sustain the lifestyles?
I don't know much about that, so I don't really have an opinion about it. But I do know that they were together. I didn't know they got married. Actually, I just thought they were together, and I knew there was a storyline for Basketball Wives.
I think Lauren made that up. She saw it on social media, so she's repeating.
No, stupid. I watched the interview.
But if you stupid. But if you're legally married to somebody in America, you can't marry somebody else legally.
But if she said it out of her mouth, who am I to be like? Okay.
Don't they seem like
you
siblings?
believe anything?
Okay,
That's sad, man. But you
lie
believe
all
anything.
the time.
Don't tell her nothing. Let her bless her heart.
Yo, they're like siblings. You said
stupid.
Yeah.
Bless
Mom, you called me stupid.
But we know.
I just thought maybe it was different in Islam. Like I didn't think
it was different in Islam.
That's the latest with Lauren, man.
No, I mean I get what it is, but not in this country.
Not here.
Not in this country, Lauren.
Well, because
you can't do that. You can't legally marry two
I
people
got homegirls
in this country. You can marry somebody else, but you can't legally marry somebody else.
Homegirls now.
I got homegirls that they date. Okay,
somebody's spitting mad game on you right now. Okay, what is it?
No.
Y'all realize when Lauren get under pressure, she lie. That's why I call her lying LoRosa.
I have friends in Philly. A friend, and she's dating a man right now, and they've had conversations about them being together and being married. But one of the things he said to her is because he's Muslim, he wants the option to have multiple wives, and that's where I got the financial thing from. Because she said that to me.
True, but in America, you legally can't have multiple wives. Not legally.
That is the latest with Lauren.
So niggas just be niggering, yo. You don't get it? That's
all
it.
Right. All right. Let's get to the mix. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. Your mornings will never be the same.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ NV, Jess Hilarious, Charlamagne the Guy. We are the Breakfast Club.
You know, we was talking earlier when Lauren was talking about marriage,
right?
And you know, people having multiple wives, and we was telling her that you cannot legally have multiple wives in America, and that's just true. Like, you know, it is not legal to marry multiple people in the U.S. Polygamy or having more than one spouse at the same time is illegal in all 50 states.
Right.
I don't know why I thought Utah you could though.
How would you have known that?
Lauren says, how do Muslim men do it?
In Utah.
Muslim men don't do it. That's what we're trying to tell you. Just because somebody says something, Loren, doesn't mean that it's actually true.
I'm confused. He couldn't be married twice before he got a divorce. You can't get married twice.
And then there's something called bigamy. Bigamy is the act of marrying someone while already legally married, and that too is illegal. I didn't know the technical term for it, but that's what I was telling her.
What some dude told you, Loren?
Something she believed.
That's why ain't no.
That's why them Philly dudes used to run through them Delaware chicks. That's why they used to love them dumbass Delaware girls.
Oh, someone just texted me and said Islam marriages aren't sanctioned in the U.S. like regular marriages. Okay.
What the hell did we just tell her?
Okay,
but
we just told
her.
All right, so basically the other marriage, it'd be one wife that's actually on paper and the rest of them not on paper. But they be all saying they married. Y'all have never met a family with multiple wives?
What did Jess tell you? You believe people just
have you ever met a family of multiple wives?
Yes, I've done something.
They're not really married.
They're not really married, Loren.
It's okay. I thought it was
different.
Over here.
No, not the Taz's angels.
And by the way, if they are all married, it's illegal. If you marry more than one woman in America, it's illegal. Period.
You ain't see that when Frankie Lyman did it? You ain't never see Why Do Fools Fall in Love?
Yeah, but that's a movie.
And you out here believing
Oh my goodness.
That's a movie too.
Bless her heart.
And salute to everybody. I went to the play last night to see Outsiders. So salute to the cast. The Outsiders had an amazing time. I couldn't stay after because that show kept going.
Yes.
And I had to get to work this morning.
Absolutely.
So salute to the cast, the Outsiders. Appreciate you guys for inviting me last night, me and the wife. It was a nice date night.
And I want to salute the cast of The Lion King. I went to go see The Lion King last night with my family. And salute to my guy Vince. Vince, bought the kids backstage and let them stand on the stage and showed them all the props and everything.
Dope.
So thank you very much, man. Lion King is a very great play. Is it the long? Nah, I'm about to say, is it the longest? Is it the longest running Broadway thing?
I think it's one of the longest.
I thought Wicked was actually one of the longest running.
I don't know. I didn't see Wicked
plays.
like 2-3 times. I didn't see Lion King like 2-3 times.
That was out when I was in elementary school, so I know that's been out for a while.
Yeah. Lion King been out for a long time.
Yeah. Now it's time to get up out of here. You're gonna be in.
I'm gonna be in Jacksonville, Florida this Friday and Saturday, y'all. So make sure you get your tickets if you haven't yet. We'll be at the Comedy Zone. Jess Hilarious and comedian Desi Alexander, y'all. I will be doing meet and greet as well at every late show that I got. So like I said, get your tickets if you have not yet. JessHilariousOfficial.com. Can't wait to see you, Duval. I wonder if people are allowed to say it in a breath stink. Like, you just imagine walking past somebody that's saying Duval, or imagine if it's
you smell that breath, you be like, doo-doo.
Period. I wonder, if it's like a party happening in Duval, man, in Jacksonville, and everybody said is the breath like circulating around.
Can't do it.
Damn, y'all. Well, I'll see y'all this weekend, man.
All right. Charlamagne, you got a positive note?
I do. I want to tell my hometown, Moncks Corner, South Carolina, it's that time of year. School is about to start back. So next Saturday, from 6 to 8 p.m., I'm having my 10th annual back to school drive and fish fry. So, we're going to have the free backpacks and the school supplies next Saturday, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. We usually do it early in the day, but it's too goddamn hot. It's too hot in South Carolina, so we're going to do it in the evening when it's a little bit cooler. So next Saturday, August 9th, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. at the Berkeley High School bus loop, 406 West Main Street, Moncks Corner, South Carolina. My 10th annual back-to-school drive and fish fry. We're going to have the food trucks out there, the Jamaican food trucks, and my daddy will be out there frying fish, and we're going to have your backpacks and your school supplies. So we see you next Saturday, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m., Berkeley High School bus loop, okay? Now, the positive note is simply this. Making bad decisions is a part of life. Blaming others for your bad decisions is immature. Grow up and put on some deodorant.
Breakfast Club, bitches!
Y'all finished or y'all done?